Special thanks to CJ, Nix, Holly Miller, Karen Duca, and Kaori Ann Mori for supporting the channel and supporting my content. Thank you so much, guys. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. Apologies if I am not talking too loud right now. My cat is currently asleep on my desk over in the corner over here, just out of camera shot, and I don't want to disturb her. So if she leaves, maybe I'll become louder, but for now, almost ASMR. Not quite ASMR, but almost ASMR. Today we are going to be returning to r/fakedisordercringe because the first video I made on this was really popular and I kind of want to replicate that. I'm not gonna lie, I had a good time making the video and it's still ongoing. It's still a growing thing that more and more people are pretending to have DID and ADHD and Tourette's, and there's a new one on the rise, and I wonder if we'll encounter that or not. But Alice in Wonderland syndrome has been making the rise on TikTok as of late, so maybe we'll see a couple of those as well. But let's get into it, shall we? So first video, do alters have different handwriting? If so, please make a video. Okay, so I'll admit I've actually seen this video already before I made this, and I have something to say. We'll wait for them all to appear. Is Sean the last one? Evan's the last one. Okay, so the thing I immediately noticed, that's gonna cover Stephen, but that's fine. They all have different handwriting, sure. They're kind of different serifs, whatever. It's not a very hard thing to fake. I could fake different handwritings and my handwriting's garbage. The A in every single one of these is near identical. Okay, even in the ones that are a bit more spirally and fancy, right? The A is exactly the same in every single one of these. The only variations of A is in Olivia, where she has the same A and then a slightly longer A, and in Evan, where he has the slightly longer A and then the same A. However, those are identical. I'm not a handwriting expert, and I think that there are people that know a lot more about calligraphy and handwriting than me that could probably say a lot more about this than me. However, is that a thing? That's a thing, right? They've tried to come up with a bunch of different handwritings. The only handwriting that doesn't have the same A is Bruce, because it's all caps. I mean, there might be other similarities across this as well that someone smarter than me can pick up on, but that's something I noticed immediately when looking at this. So, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Can handle themselves, but I'm the one who happens to be out right now, so I'm gonna do this. Karen specifically shared that the reason that specific fragment existed is because of a near-suicide attempt. You think we're just f***ing joking? You think we're just playing around? You think us and everyone in the comments are we're just here to have fun? If it were just about us, it'd be, oh, whatever, delete the comment. But you're implicating everybody else in the comments, too. And we don't take too kindly to that. The lion, the witch, and the audacity of this right in my comments where I can see it because I've got...
Okay, I'm gonna stop this here because they're just complaining. This is just a video of them complaining at a person for calling them out. DID develops as a defense mechanism for trauma, right? And what this person is claiming is that they are now fronting, and they say for whatever reason, but they say this is after a suicide attempt, and I'm not going to make any assumptions. A suicide attempt is very serious and that's a real problem. However, if you develop alters as a defense mechanism and you have different alters to defend that system, is making an entire TikTok account where you are globally telling everybody that follows your account that you attempted suicide, is that a defense mechanism? Because that doesn't feel like a defense mechanism. Now, I might be wrong here, I'm no expert, but that's making yourself very, very, open It's making yourself very open to receiving harsh criticisms. That's not a defense mechanism. That is opening yourself up for attack. That is weakening your defenses. That is only going to harm you. I think my camera just stopped recording for no reason. Yes, it did. Why does everyone have really funny sisters? Mine is 9, pretends to have tics occasionally, is self-diagnosed with OCD, autism and ADHD, talks in a baby voice, still can't shower or go to the toilet on her own, and now is getting a wheelchair and a stair lift off her mum for growing pains. Oh, that sucks, dude. The whole thing about growing pains is that you're growing and they're gonna go away. That's a lot of money, a wheelchair and a stair lift for growing pains. Wow, there's a word for that. It's a hypochondriac. Some of y'all, perfectly normal behavior that 99% of people do. Diagnosis of serious mental illness. Yeah, that's basically what TikTok is becoming right now. Like, did you know that blinking is a sign of trauma? Best at mushroom pats. Look, it's cool if you like mushrooms. That's normal, right? But just admit to liking mushrooms. You don't have to make up an altar that likes mushrooms. Just like mushrooms. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. And these people are like thriving at the moment. These people are thriving, and I don't get it. I don't get it. Me, who just found out that talking to self is normal, therefore I just lost my one and only personality trait. Yeah, that reads. Boundaries and BYF. This is a safe space for non-traumagenic that was way too fast. Non-traumagenic systems, alter humans, including fact-kin, bi and muspec lesbians, mogai and neos, and respectful singlets. Okay. Not welcome are maps, no maps, zoophiles. I don't care if cismeds follow, just don't harass me or my other followers. Okay, you know, that's reasonable. Please do not trauma dump in my comments, and only do so in my DMs if you've asked first. No ciscourse in my comments. What does that mean? Ciscourse is the ongoing feud between systems of varying origins over who can use what terms, who has access to various resources, and who can't or shouldn't exist. No fandom discourse. Okay, I gotta call out a thing, right? Please do not trauma dump in my comments, and only do so in my DMs if you've asked first. Trauma dumping seems like a very private thing that you'd only do with someone that you know well or can trust, right? If you are trauma dumping in someone's comments, I'm not gonna say that immediately writes you off as faking, but like, you are putting yourself out there. To immediately open up about all of your trauma on a public forum full of complete strangers is a bad idea, especially for something that's meant to be a defense mechanism. I don't believe that anybody that actually has these issues would do that. You know, I forgot to even mention the fact that the person that made this TikTok claimed that this was a safe space for people to open up and whatever. However, as nice as the intent is that they would say that, that's completely false. This isn't a closed off Discord server or a moderated Discord server or anything like that. This is a TikTok video. It is open to the public. It is going to be recommended to people that have never seen this channel before. It is completely open and a place where you're going to receive hate, you're going to receive criticisms, and you're going to get not very nice people. You cannot claim that the comments of an open public TikTok channel are a safe space, because there is no way to guarantee that. This is not a page for education? Brain what? This is not a page for education, and we do not claim to be any sort of expert in anything but our own experiences. We are here to share how we experience plurality and make funny jokes. Do not involve us in discourse. Well, sorry, you're in this video now, so our favorite systems have a message for us. Reddit, it takes years to get a DX for DID. Also Reddit, judges, sorry, these are going too fast. Also judges whether a person is faking DID after watching a 60-second video. Reddit, these people need to get a life. Also Reddit, I found all these videos while I was researching all these people. Let's talk about them. Reddit, they are just seeking attention. Also Reddit, let's make fake accounts to harass these people for clout in our group made for getting clout based on videos you find. I don't support harassing people, and I don't support making fake accounts to harass people, and that is specifically against the rules in this subreddit. Harassing people, being mean to people, whatever. It's just a subreddit dedicated to calling people out for faking. And the whole, these people need to get a life, but these people are researching us. It's like, there's a difference between faking that you have a very severe mental illness and someone calling you out for faking you have a very severe mental illness. I'm just saying. Reddit, this is so creepy and cringe. Also Reddit, research is a complete and total stranger in order to talk about them with other strangers and harass that person together. We're not harassing anybody. I've said this already. There isn't so much research as much as all of the content about you available that we can use to discover that you are faking or find out in what ways you are faking is content that you have personally uploaded on a public forum with the intent of getting popularity and clout. So is it surprising that your fake content is getting backlash because people have called you out? I don't think so. We sincerely hope that whatever issues / past hurts you all have allowed to turn you into the adult equivalent of middle school bullies can be healed one day. We're not bullying you. You're making up mental illnesses on the internet. And I also love that the person on the left here, who is another common person that turns up in this subreddit a lot, hasn't had a single thing to say themselves. They've just gestured. They've just gone, look, this person's saying things and I have nothing to add. Wow. It must be tough constantly feeling like you have to hurt people in order to feel better about yourselves, and it can't be healthy to derive pleasure from people's pain. No one is doing that. No one is hurting you or trying to hurt you or deriving pleasure for your pain. We are simply going, look how dumb it is that grown adults are pretending to have severe mental illnesses that they don't have. Look at these people pretending to have dissociative identity disorder, pretending to have tics, pretending to have any of that kind of thing. How cringe is it that these people are pretending to do that for internet clout? That's what's happening here. We are not deriving pleasure from that. We are laughing at the fact that you are doing it. We sincerely hope that whatever it is that makes you this person, likely being invalidated yourself in the past or present, can be resolved. I don't even know what to say to that. Calling out someone for faking dissociative identity disorder isn't the result of being invalidated in the past. What? They're trying to do this like psychiatrist, like I'm disassembling your thought process and throwing it back in your face, but they are so incorrect. They are so wrong. And this person's just like, yep, not just for you, the people you hurt, but for the sake of your own mental well-being too. I'm not hurting anybody, and this is not impacting my mental well-being at all. She hasn't done anything. She's just here. She didn't do anything the whole video. She was just there. What was the point in the duet? It's so dumb. It is so unbelievably stupid. Surrounded by old stuff are alters and why we would get fake claimed because of them. Okay. So we have Wilbur, as in a famous YouTuber and streamer. Okay, cool. So you just took an internet personality and went, this person's in my brain. Dream. Also, this it's Dream, but they're gay. That's how you know it's real, guys. It's not just Dream. They're gay. Oh, another YouTuber is Schlatt. What? Do they have a single original one? Do they have a single original alter that isn't just a YouTuber? Oh, yeah. V, a vampire, like 400 years old, wanted to drink blood, actual blood once. Isn't that what vampires do? The 400-year-old vampire is George Not Found. Yahoo! My cat wants to leave. Even my cat's done with that. Even my cat, can you see her? No, she is just off camera. Even my cat's fed up. I can't believe it. I was like, oh, they actually have an original one, a vampire. It's George Not Found. Good lord, we're only halfway through. Katsu, oh, it's a Boku no Hero character. Okay, moth, just a moth. Just a moth. Just a moth. Noon. Okay, so this looks like they've got a couple of like originals. Just a bee, just a Minecraft bee. Is this satire? I hope this is satire. This can't be real. This can't be someone actually hoping people buy this. What? It's just a Minecraft bee, dude. Boo. Boo. Oh, dude. What? Only people with ADHD understand. Oh yeah, because literally no one else on this planet zones out now and then. No one. It just doesn't happen. Only people with ADHD zone out. It's not like we have actual terms for zoning out, like zoning out. I'm sorry if I'm getting angry, guys. I'm sorry, but it bothers me. There are people that actually have mental illnesses, all right? And they're being overshadowed by people going, did you know that if you zone out for a couple of seconds, that's clearly you have a mental illness? And people that actually have mental illnesses that have to get them diagnosed and have to live with them and stuff are like, okay, but like we actually have mental illness? And you're not helping. I'm surprised we haven't seen any Tourette's or... Oh, this one. I'm not gonna play this whole thing. This person bought some, like, gummies that help with attention, right? She eats 2 of them and she can pay attention for the rest of the day. And for me, there are 3 scenarios here that exist. Scenario 1 is that it's a placebo and she genuinely thinks they help, and because she genuinely thinks they help, they do, because that's how placebos work. We have option 2, she is being paid by this company to have this product on her channel and say that they work. Option 3, the least likely of the 3, is that they actually work. And at the end of the day, these gummies are either just gummies with nothing in them, or maybe some useless multivitamins. But I guarantee they don't actually work. Well, okay, I can't guarantee that, and for the sake of not being sued, I'm not gonna say they guaranteed don't work. However, I am very doubtful that they work. That's not what passing out looks like. You don't just look shocked and pass out. Sorry, I need to watch. And she didn't even fall, right? It's fine if you actually passed out on camera, but this is not what it looks like. And also, why did you then decide like, oh, that's something I should just upload? That's funny. I passed out. I don't get it. I don't get it. It wasn't even like a funny pass out. It was just they pulled a strange face and then disappeared off camera. That's not even funny. I'm losing my mind. Would you believe a mental health professional telling you something about autism over an autistic person? Unpack why that is. Maybe it's because the person has probably studied for years on end to establish exactly what autism is, and someone that has autism might not necessarily know exactly what autism is, right? It's like someone with multiple mental illnesses, right? Say someone is diagnosed with depression and diagnosed with ADHD. They have very distinct symptoms, but also might have some overlapping symptoms that that person can't specifically say comes from one or the other. There are symptoms from autism that someone might not specifically know are from autism, or there could be things that they think are autistic symptoms that are just things normal people do. You shouldn't need an autistic person to be professionally diagnosed to believe they're autistic. Why do we consider autistic people to be experts over professionals with qualifications? Because despite what you think, professionals don't actually spend more than a semester or 2 studying autism, let alone 6 years. Well, if they're a medical professional, like say a psychiatrist, it's kind of their job to be an expert on that thing. And someone who isn't diagnosed can only say they think they have it, right? It's a professional diagnosis that makes you know for certain that you have it. It could be literally anything else. That's why we have diagnoses. When I got diagnosed for depression, could have had so many other things. I could have had an iron deficiency. There could be an element of chronic fatigue in there. There could have been loads of other things. A lot of other things that I possibly still do have that I need to talk to a doctor about, because I only think that I have chronic fatigue. I only think that I could have some kind of iron deficiency because I haven't been to a doctor about it yet. But I do have an official diagnosis of depression, which makes up for a lot of the symptoms that I show. So going to a doctor is really important, okay? I'm saying this at the end of the video now. I'm going to end it here, I think. But going to a doctor is really important because not only can you find out exactly what you have and what your symptoms are and why you're showing them, but you can do something about it, okay? You can get help, you can get medication, you can see a psychiatrist. There are so many things you can do once you make that first step to get a diagnosis that you can never achieve if you don't make that step. And self-diagnosis only ever ends at self-diagnosis. It should be the first step to an official diagnosis, but these people just go, I self-diagnose as this, the end. You don't just leave it at that. You talk to a professional and find out what you can do about it. That's where I'm going to end the video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. We didn't look at quite as many posts in this one as the last one because I did a lot more talking. Thank you for watching. If you want to support me in making more content like this, I have a Patreon in the description down below, or equally you can click the join button on the channel to support me. Helps a lot more than you might realize, but I'm going to keep making content regardless, so don't worry about it. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.